African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation on the 2nd of April, 2024. The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue the special military operation. In Kupyansk direction, units of the Zapad group of forces repelled 2 attacks launched by assault groups of the Armed Forces of Ukraine 95th Air Assault Brigade near Terny, Donetsk People's Republic. The Armed Forces of Ukraine losses amounted to up to 20 Ukrainian troops, 3 motor vehicles, 1 U.S.-made 155mm M777 howitzer, 1 152mm D-20 howitzer, 1 122mm Gvozdika self-propelled artillery system, 1 Anklavin electronic warfare station, as well as 1 Armed Forces of Ukraine field ammunition depot. In Donetsk direction, units of the U group of forces took more advantageous lines and inflicted fire damage on manpower and hardware of Armed Forces of Ukraine 28th Mechanized, 79th Air Assault, 5th, 92nd Assault, 46th, 81st Airmobile Brigades near Belagorovka, Lugansk People's Republic, Andriivka, Antonovka, Krasnogorovka, and Chasov Yar, Donetsk People's Republic. In addition, 2 counterattacks of Armed Forces of Ukraine 31st and 67th Mechanized Brigades were repelled close to Novomykolovka and Bogdanovka, Donetsk People's Republic. The Armed Forces of Ukraine losses were more than 250 Ukrainian troops, 2 tanks, 3 armored fighting vehicles, and 16 motor vehicles. In the course of the counter-battery warfare, the Russian troops hit 1 U.S.-made 155mm M109 Paladin self-propelled artillery system, 1 152mm Akatsia self-propelled artillery system, 3 152mm D-20 howitzers, 1 U.S.-made 105mm M119 and 1 UK-made 105mm L118 guns, and 1 Nota electronic warfare station. In Avdiivka direction, units of the center group of forces have improved the situation along the front line, inflicted fire damage on Armed Forces of Ukraine units, and repelled 11 counterattacks launched by assault units of Armed Forces of Ukraine 25th Airborne, 68th Infantry, 24th, 47th Mechanized Brigades close to Novgorodskoy, Tonenkoy, Pervomeyskoy, Leninskoy, and Berdikai, Donetsk People's Republic. The Armed Forces of Ukraine losses amounted to more than 300 Ukrainian troops, 1 tank, 2 armored fighting vehicles, 4 motor vehicles, 2 122mm Gvozdika self-propelled artillery systems, and 1 122mm D-30 howitzer. In South Donetsk direction, the Vostok group of forces units improved the tactical situation and inflicted fire damage on manpower and hardware of Armed Forces of Ukraine 58th Motorized Infantry and 1st Tank Brigades near Urozhenoy and Makarovka, Donetsk People's Republic. In addition, 1 counterattack launched by assault groups of the Armed Forces of Ukraine 128th Territorial Defense Brigade was repelled close to Nikolskoy, Donetsk People's Republic. The Armed Forces of Ukraine losses amounted to more than 140 Ukrainian troops, 2 tanks, and 4 motor vehicles. In the course of the counter-battery warfare, 1 U.S.-made 155mm M777 howitzer, 1 Polish-made 155mm Krab self-propelled artillery system, and 1 152mm D-20 howitzer were eliminated. In Kherson direction, units of the Dnepr group of forces inflicted fire damage on Armed Forces of Ukraine 141st Infantry and 118th Mechanized Brigades units close to Novoandriivka and Rabotino, Zaporizhzhia region. The Armed Forces of Ukraine losses were up to 40 Ukrainian troops, 2 pickup trucks, and 1 152mm Akatsia self-propelled artillery system. Operational tactical aviation, missile troops, and artillery of the groups of forces of the Russian Federation have engaged one aviation ordnance depot, one workshop for manufacturing and maintenance of unmanned aerial vehicles, as well as clusters of armed forces of Ukraine manpower and hardware in 152 areas. Air defense systems shot down 195 Ukrainian unmanned aerial vehicles and 41 MRs and Vampire MLRS projectiles during the day. In total, 581 airplanes and 270 helicopters, 18,374 unmanned aerial vehicles, 495 air defense missile systems, 15,680 tanks and other armored fighting vehicles, 1,261 combat vehicles equipped with MLRS, 8,629 field artillery cannons and mortars, as well as 20,530 units of special military equipment have been destroyed during the special military operation. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.